Apex Legends, a game that stresses you out more than life itself, whether it be bad teammates throwing your RP or you just being straight thrash. It doesn't matter if you're a full 3-man team, there are some things you need to know about you and your team. What roles do each of you play? What is your preferred loadout? Who is your main? And what is the playing style you have as a team? And many more actually. But the one I want to highlight in this video is the different playing styles for teams in Apex. There's specifically two. Why two? Because it's what is mostly played in competitive Apex. For all of you who didn't know, I watch competitive Apex and I watch LAN over the weekend. Yes, I am a TSN stam because we have to rep Verhos and I also rep Optic, which was once ESA. Why do I rep Optic? I let this clip explain for itself.
Is OG gonna be able to stay alive even with the team up top looking down on them? They're gonna play underneath. They're gonna look for more angles here. I really like this play by OG to stay alive. TTM going down sharp, getting knocked. Nocturnal, Knock just trying to stay alive. Yep. 4 shots going down. Knock gets knocked. Skittle Cakes, the last one alive. Can he do it? Some more shots going down. He's gonna get the KP for his team in a 1v2 scenario. Is he gonna get the armor swap? He does! And is he gonna win it for his team? Can he do it? The armor swap coming out from Skittles, and it's gonna be a one. Oh my god! Skittles with an absolute insane 1v2 with a double armor swap.
Skittles just went nuclear. Skittles just went crazy.
Oh my god!
The double
Skittle
armor
Cakes.
swap Devo. How
The
you
double
darts
armor
Optic
swap.
Gaming. What a start from the boys.
Oh my, that was disgusting.
That had to have been a 15 kill dub
Yes,
at
easily,
least,
easily.
if not like more.
And there we go, Skittles, bro. Just switch.
Enough of me talking about competitive Apex. There are mainly two types of team playing styles in Apex. The main two playing style is 1, Zone, and 2, Edge. There's a clear difference between the two, but it sounds a lot easier in theory than it actually is. First, I'll be explaining Edge and Zone. Edge team. Playing Edge is literal as it's Playing edge is literally as it sounds, just playing the edge of the map or the edge of the zone, but it's a lot deeper than that. For those of you who don't watch competitive Apex, I'd like to give an example of an edge team to further explain my point. For those of you who don't, I'll use some clips from their channels. A team who display what exactly an edge team should do or how they should play would be Optic or G2. But for this sake, I'll go with Optic because I'm not sure if I can find any G2 videos. To play edge means you're going to play the edge of the zone, loot up, get fully kitted, and craft for bots and medkits, scanning beacons and just spending more time on your loot than eagerly rushing into the zone or to where the next zone will be after scanning the beacon. The main advantage to playing edge is that you play with your back to the zone. With playing with your back to the zone, you can ensure that there are no teams behind you in zone that can push and wipe your team. That in a perfect world, that is. Generally, edge teams would rotate to zone late, where you can catch teams who are also rotating into zone and get isolated fights without the excessive third party. This is also an advantage to play on edge. You get isolated 3v3 mores at least 70% of the time, unless there's another edge team nearby who can rotate towards and third party you, which will realistically happen but isn't as frequent as you may think. When playing edge, unless a team who willingly makes the decision to fight your team, usually when fighting edge, you won't get challenged off drop. Usually. When playing edge, the main advantage to that is that you play with your back to the zone, get isolated fights, and also to loot up properly and get a grasp of where the zone is going and where to go into the zone. When playing zone, you need to decide if you're going to play for kills or placement. Normally edge teams will play both. Since that you want to rotate towards zone, you're going to be looking at teams playing zone who are probably fighting so you can third party or clean up fights and get KP. Or you can fight on edge with another team and take an isolated 3v3, or what normally happens is that you clear up teams who are usually closest to you or clean up teams who are usually in zone behind you, so that you can play with your back to zone and be comfortable with the fact that you are 70% sure that there are no teams behind you in zone. I said 70% because a team can rotate into you while their back is towards zone. I'll show you an example of Optic, an edge team in competitive, and what they did in this game.
I think
We
we
can
land
play
here.
right here, yeah.
Yeah, go. This is a great
They're-
spot. This is a
they're
great
on the
spot.
roof, they're on the roof.
It's fine. We're in an amazing spot.
That,
Just focus this roof team for now. I'm shooting this roof team.
yep.
Let's clean this up.
Alright, I'm coming. On
I'm ulted
the
too.
roof,
On the roof.
I ulted.
Queuing us up.
Yep. I think he dropped it. I think he dropped.
He's really weak.
He's one.
I got him.
Nice.
Stay together. Make sure we're not getting mirrored.
We're good for now.
On me.
It's all you. I'm coming. I'll be there in 1 second.
Flash. He's one.
Grab that swap, grab that swap.
You grab it, I'm batting. They bubbled, they should get EMP'd now.
I'm gonna let them EMP.
They're not EMPing. I'm arcing them. I'm gonna horizon ult them.
Okay, I have an arc.
I got a bat, I arced them. Cracked one, cracked three. I got Gibby.
Nice.
I'm queuing up.
I'm with Skittles.
Valk,
That Valk is one, she's one. She's gonna get a battle.
We can't let them get a reset. Valk's pushing in the open. A full kill dash on the right. I do not have my ult. Last team.
They're one talk.
Get the pull.
I thirst it.
On my right.
Do you have bubble?
I'm batting, Duke. I'm batting. Bub up top if you can.
I'm bubbing
It's
you.
2 players.
I'm batting too.
I'm with you, Skittles.
He's flash. He's so weak. The Valk is super weak. Go crypto.
He's not picking me.
Watch out. Let's go,
Good shit,
boys.
When playing Edge, you're always going to be late to the final zone because you don't want to get focused by other teams for holding a spot that they want. Optic Valk outs to find a spot they can play for free while looking at other teams fight. They decide to clean up a fight on the team to their left because they pose the most threat to them based on the spot they are holding. They now get this entire backside of the zone to themselves with no one behind them. Remember what I said about playing with your back to the zone? This is so that you don't have to worry about a team pushing you from in the zone. And from here it's just amazing team play and comms to give them the win. This is just one of many examples of a team playing Edge properly. I know it can be rewarding to play Edge. There are downsides to playing Edge, but there are downsides to every team playing style. I just want to say congrats to Rig on winning the ALGS LAN. They beat the APAC South, is the worst region in Apex Legends allegations. TSM, I have absolutely no words for you. You guys are throwing. Optic, throwing. Optic, if you could win off throwing alone, you could win every single match in ALGS history. That's how much you guys threw yesterday. Sunday. I recorded this on Monday. The next playing style I'd like to highlight is zone teams, or the zone. This is completely opposite playing style to Edge, which is kind of obvious. Zone is literal as it sounds. You play within the zone instead of the edge of the zone. You land at your POI, loot up and rotate early towards zone. If you do have beacon at your POI, you can rotate towards zone 2 and hold a building or a spot in zone 2. Playing zone involves holding a spot and staying there until you see where the next zone will move. When playing zone, your team comp is more important than when you're playing Edge. You're going to need a legend you can control space with if you're playing zone. A team that plays zone every single game is TSM, and they use Caustic to hold down buildings or spots, so it's harder to push them out of their spots when a team eventually starts rotating towards zone and eventually runs into them. 2 legends that can hold a spot really well if you want to is Caustic and Watson. After this week's ALGS, you cannot tell me that Watson is a good defensive legend anymore, because Game With absolutely rolled most of the lobby with Watson and Crypto. Yes, Crypto, Watson. GG's to them. But playing zone is hard, more so harder than playing Edge, in my personal opinion, because in playing zone you can get focused heavily while holding down your spot and also while rotating towards another zone. Playing zone is all about timing and knowing who or when to fight. You shouldn't be trying to initiate a fight between another team when playing zone. You can poke and fire shots at them to let your presence be known. You should always be trying to look to third party or to get free KP by killing enough players who the other teams have knocked. These are the two main playing styles to high level teams in Apex Legends. And I'm sure these can help you in your high level rank lobbies so that you can stop throwing your RP by landing on a 3-stock just because you won it the last match. You are not that guy. You are not him. Please stop throwing my RP random teammates. I hope this video helps you in some way to either get better of understanding these playing styles or starting to use them. This has been Playboy Sasuke. Have a great day.